What's up, guys? So I got this here gold armor tarp. Got it on Amazon for 30 bucks. It's ripstop nylon. The awesome thing is it's a 10 by 12, so it's a really huge tarp. It feels pretty thin, so I'm not sure about the durability. However, the tie outs, when I checked it, looked like they were pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a couple tarp configurations. I'm at a park right now. Just want to test it a little bit before I actually take it out, put some faith into it. All right, guys, so I have a bit of a flat lay here to give you an idea of the size of the tarp. We do have the logo for the company on there, Gold Armor. You can see the camo pattern on it. It's actually pretty nice. Fairly well broken up as well. So one thing I forgot to mention is it does come with this little sack here, and inside of this sack you do have 6 3-meter guy lines, and then you have, and the guy lines, what I like about them is they're this neon cordage, and it's got like reflective material inside of it, so it doesn't really make sense with a camouflage tarp to have neon. But the upside is if you're just using it for hanging out, camping or whatever, it's gonna be really easy to see this at night. Well, it comes with 4 of these cheap aluminum stakes. It's like a freebie for the tarp. All right, guys, so the first setup I wanted to do is like a bivvy style. And we'll go ahead and head in. Not too much room in the back, but if I come forward to the front, I've got plenty of room. No worries at all. Plenty of room back in there to store all your gear. Works really good this way. I guess you could call it a modified A-frame. But you can see back in there, we've got 12 feet, guys, to go back in. You could actually tie out a point there and lift this up even higher, just to give you that extra room. It actually is a pretty windy day. It's giving me some trouble putting up a tarp this big. Alright, guys, sorry for the noise of that blower. There's a guy working. You can see this one here, the pyramid shelter. This side here becomes your door. Okay, you still got all this extra tarp as well. You could actually lash this back and create a nice door if you wanted to take this stake and put 2 stakes here. Let's go ahead and head on inside. All right, we can see that down inside we have a lot of room in this shelter. A lot of room. Right now I'm just using that up there. It's pretty smooth, so I'm not worried about it popping a hole or nothing. No sharp edges. You could also put stakes in these corners here and pull them out even further, which would give you more room. You can see here I've got plenty of room. Plenty of room for 2, possibly even 3 people. 2 people and all their gear. It's a pyramid shelter, 10 by 12 tarp. I'll do one more and we'll call it that. Alright, guys, so I wanted to make a plow point, but unfortunately what I have here is just not tall enough for a tarp of this size, 12 by 10. This has tie outs everywhere on it, guys. I think it was 32 tie outs. It said 31 or 32 tie outs across it. Sorry, every 2 feet there's a tie out. You can see I'm getting a lot of wind, so it's blowing my tarp down. The cool thing about this is you do have a ground cloth under it, so if it is raining, you could at least be under this and have, you know, some protection. You guys can see how bad it's windy. I mean, it's windy today. All right, guys, so final thoughts on the Gold Armor 10 by 12 tarp, ripstop nylon. This tarp is awesome, guys. It's not super heavy, so on one hand that's a plus, on the other hand that's kind of a negative depending on where you're at in your environment. So we do have a big field here, like I said, and due to that I don't really have any blockage of the wind, so I was catching a lot of wind. So the tarp setups that I did today were really hard with a tarp this big. It's an excellent tarp though. For 30 bucks you are not going to find a better one, I guarantee you guys that.